We believe digital transformation is something like this 110 meters hurdles racing. So we have all the hurdles you may already met, or you are still experiencing now. Things like there's no clear or stable direction or roadmap, and it's lack of outside view, and you have a very strong sector wall within your department, and things like that your view and behavior will always get divorced during the transformation, especially between the management level and the working level. And the transformation journey is always very heavy. Typically, it's the waterfall way, and that's caused a very high cost and a long cycle for correction. And typically, the way you innovate and design is we call it contrary to the humanity. And you desire something in the very beginning, and after the implementation, you receive something surprise, another thing, and you didn't balance between the user desirability, business viability, and technical feasibility sufficiently. For managing that, Huawei built this so-called Digital Transformation Practice Center based in Hong Kong. According to what we learned and practiced in the Hong Kong T Digital Transformation Program. So in the bottom line of this slide, you see that's the overall DTPC approach and the 25 level 2 processes and activities. So the story is like this. So we expect among all of this, and we got many powerful tools and methods to address all of this challenge. Sorry, I used the Pokemon ball to try to capture some monster here. That's what the idea. So let me bring you to the deeper level of the detail of what DTPC is about and how we work in a new way of working. So we got 5 stages in total: envisioning, ideating, prototyping, realizing, and scaling. For the first stage, envisioning, the idea is we have to lock in the potential, prioritize the business opportunity and the transformation focus. And in the ideating stage, the second one, what we do is that in certain transformation focus, we go through all the customer journeys, the employee journeys, the ecosystem partner journeys, and we're trying to find out the right moment and from the user desirability point of view. And then we evaluate them from the business viability, technical feasibility point of view, and we get something we call it a signature moment, which is the core ideas for this transformation. And after that, let me help. Here we are. After we got this signature moment, because just up to now it's still, you may call it experience-oriented. So we do something called the service blueprint design to connect from the experience, from the journey through touch points to the backend, you may call applications, tools, your network, your ecosystem partners, and your departments, your people, roles, skill site, one site, your business and operation processes, everything. Then we go to the final digital transformation roadmap. In the third stage, prototyping, what we do is we choose, because due to the very limited practice time window in DTPC, when we choose just several signature moments and we enrich them, and we go to the MDE, we call it a minimal desirable experience. Then we break it down and we get to the prototyping backlog, and we get the MVP, and then we start the low level and low-fi and high-fi design. Depending on the Huawei Open Cloud Labs, we configure and orchestrate what we designed into the real environment, and immediately the cross-function team from operator side can review and test the results. So in the next stage, realizing, what we do is that, for instance, in DTPC, we all agree we will do some IoT business, so-called free parking in this country. So we need to check first. We need to check whether your entire enterprise is ready for that. So we recognize the gap. We both sides agree on how to close the gaps. So maybe the conclusion could be like you need to establish some kind of ecosystem partnership with certain partners, or you need to build some certain platform or application, or could be that you need to admit or establish some kind of business and operation processes, and you require some kind of special rule for this business. And finally, we will conclude, suggest some kind of CI and CD strategy and blueprint for the continuing development. And the last stage, so-called scaling. What we do there is something, I would say, we help you to identify the seed user for the transformation, and then we will support you to verify what you already built, what you already practiced from the DTPC to the production life. That's the overall 5 stages. So now you may more or less feel that it looks like it's perfectly linked between design thinking practice, agile practice, and develops. That's also what we thought. And before I go ahead, I would like to share a little bit story with you. Just in the envisioning stage, let's see, we have the outside in and inside out approach. You may already know this story. In the airline industry, in the very beginning, they did one exercise like inside out way. They found for airline, if they want to get the customer to them, 3 most important things is first, maybe the price is negotiable and flexible. Second, it's convenient enough for check-in and convenient enough to reclaim the luggage. That's how, unfortunately, the last 2 points is something out of control of airline. And but when they do the outside in, from the customer point of view, at least for the long journey flight, the number 1 pain point or customer expectation is boring. Imagine that in more than 5 hours international flight, like you sitting there and feel boring. In that case, the price and other matter maybe it's not a critical thing. So that's what outside in help us to find. So how the airline can help to resolve this problem would be the critical thing. Come back to telco. Like the traditional telco ways, you're using the long-term contract to lock in your customer, year by year, right? So after customer finishes the purchase, if there's no surprise, so month by month, accept the payments. What else? Boring. How you can keep this kind of heartbeat? Keep your customer get warmed. This is something maybe we can learn from another industry. So let's go ahead due to the limited time. Through this kind of envisioning, ideating, prototyping, realizing, and scaling approach. So what we depending on what I mentioned on concept, cross-functional team from both Huawei and the operator side, and depending on the open cloud lab environment. So we may expect we are using this new way of working, and we build the new capability. We expect again the new outcome. So before I finish, I have to clarify several points. First, DTPC is not a training program. It's hands-on and joint practice. DTPC is not a legal working mode. So it's cross-function and agile. And DTPC is not one exhibition center. It's more accelerator and incubator for the digital transformation. And we prepare 3 offers for our telecom operator partners. The first one we call it a strategic visit. Like you may expect around half a day to 1 day in DTPC, and definitely before that we need to do a lot of homework. And you expect you agree this way of working is good, something good, and you get your transformation focus. You get your prioritized business opportunities. The second one we call it apply immersion. Like you send your core team, your decision makers, your key business users, or transformation architects to DTPC. They experienced all these stages, the envisioning, ideating, and prototyping. And finally, after these 2 weeks, what you get is you are clear with what you want in certain area and how to do it. And the last one we call the deep dive. Like you decide you do something in certain area. So the DTPC team will work together with your team heavily for a couple of weeks, even months. And the result could be like you get all the from business experience and technical requirements for yourself, for your partner, and then you can seamlessly connect it to the next implementation and delivery project. So what I want to say is that it's very clear through these 2 days. We all know it's time to act, not wait anymore. And today, as Huawei, as DTPC, so with all our global transformation experience, with the Huawei best-class resource and our cross-functional team, and with the Huawei open cloud collapse, with something I just mentioned, our genius and our special new way of working. As Huawei, we open our arm and we invite our telco operator, our friends, our partners to join us. And let's jointly practice and discover the way for future. Thank you.